Good morning, everyone. Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. It is a cool one to start the morning. It's currently 42 degrees outside and marginally warmer in the house because I do have the heat on, or heat off rather, because the cats are enjoying the windows, and I am fighting the fact that spring is being wishy-washy. But in any case, let's get into this What Sold video today. It's for April 12th through the 18th, so last week. We're actually somewhat on schedule this week. 26 sales for a total of $356.10 gross, which is yet again us sliding in the wrong direction, but it is what it is. All you can do is control what you can control, and that is putting up quality items or listing what you think is quality items anyways, and hoping that the mountain will come to Muhammad at some point. Mostly a postcard week, a few photos to show you, a couple greeting cards. Did sell one of my mother's teacups sets there, went for 14. I had it originally priced at 20. Happy to have it go. Sold a little trade card, Jurassic Park. Of course, well, you can't see the jacket. Maybe you can. I don't know. I list them because I like them. Obviously, I don't make a huge amount on it, $4.49. But it's nice to have them in the shop. Little DVD that was free to me. But anyways, let's move on and look at the good stuff. Alright, let's dive into these sales. To start off, so two of these die-cut greeting cards to the same buyer. So I did give them a bit of a deal. They offered $8 on one and $8.50 on the other, and I think I had them both listed at $15 a piece. So basically, buy one get one, or 50% off, however you want to look at it. But anyways, they came out of Albany Album A18, so they've been up for a smidge. Let's see, since November of last year. But they're interesting. Little holiday Christmas die-cut greeting cards. This one's coming back from the shop, it looks like, or something of the sort. And I'd be a queer critter. I'm assuming that's critter. If I didn't wish you a Merry Christmas, yeah. So that's the back on it. Interesting card. Happy to see it move, especially in non-Christmas season. And this was the other one, similar vibe. Bless your heart. Has a different meaning now, I think. But again, one went for $8, the other went for $8.50. These both came from the same album. And let me just see. Yeah, so it's a little bit cut off here. But the Elizabeth Manley and Ruth Newton, they're the designers of the cards. All right, probably one of the better sales of the week, if not the best. This was a found photo. I don't remember where I got it from. It was sitting in my back stock for who knows how long, but I finally got around to listing it. Shows two young women sitting on some sort of art made out of bottle caps. I can't tell if it's supposed to be like a hand or logs or squid or I don't know. I have no idea. I was not able to pinpoint what or where it was. But nice fashion on the young women. Look at those shoes. Killer. And again, the bottle caps. Pretty nifty. Nothing on the back there. And this was a 5x7 image sold for the full asking of $24.99 plus ground advantage shipping. Listed this back in February, so it wasn't up too long, which is nice. Let's see what else we got going on. Another photo. This is a much smaller one, 4.5 by 3 inches. Got this. I think I got this off Whatnot, but I lost track of who by the time I came around to listing it. Sold on offer for $17, which was I thought pretty good. I do have a second one that is fairly similar. Same two folks, similar pose, but slightly different angle. And big old truck driving by. Anyways, blank back on this one, but it shows appears to be an older woman anyways, shooting some sort of rifle or shotgun. I'm not a gun expert, so I defer to the interwebs on the gun. And then he might be having a pipe in his hand or something, I'm not sure. But nice colors, nice image overall. So not bad for $17. Alrighty. leather postcard. Don't sell these too often, but I do like them because they are different. This came from one of the Albany albums, one of the more recent ones, after I stopped tracking the specific album to save time. I listed it at 20, sold on offer for $15, and it shows what's called the Life Saving Station in Somerville, New York. Um, got a little rowboat out there. I think it turned into like a Coast Guard station, or let's see, I have Lighthouse, Charlotte, Genesee Lighthouse, so maybe that's what it turned into. But in any case, it's a known entity, a known feature, not known to me. I had to look it up. But anyways, went to collector for 15. You see undivided back there, sent in 1907 from somewhere in New York. Rochester, New York, it looks like. So, this little sale there. As you know, I'm always on the quest to see if I can find a good Zeppelin airship real photo, or not real photo, well, that would be great, but postcard in general. Um, and I think around $10 tends to be the best that I managed to find. This came out of the Albany postcard sale this past fall. I picked up a handful of them. I don't know, maybe a dozen or so for $1 each. And I've sold a couple now for $10 or so each, so not too bad. This is showing the USS Akron from Ohio. Well, yeah, Akron, Ohio is the stamp club that put these together. Nice stamp on it too, the Project Mercury, and nice cancellation. But a somewhat more modern card showing an older scene. But nonetheless, sold for the 10. All right, what else we got? All right, into some real photos. This I got from my good friend Dave over Whatnot, Dave F. Brother. It's been listed for a while, since October of 2024, so certainly not the fastest of my real photo sellers, but it shows the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but good enough for government work. Blank back there. Stamp box a little washed out, but looks like an EKC. I had it originally listed for $22.99, and I happily took an offer for $15, and the buyer paid ground advantage shipping as well. I don't know. I didn't record what I paid for this, but it would have been less than $1 in most likely less than $1. So not too bad. And again, postcards, they take up very little space, so I do not mind sitting on them for a while like that. You'll find, as you'll see for these next few items, Whatnot is a big sourcing area for me still. This greeting postcard came from Cool Vintage Vibes over Whatnot. Came as part of a lot, so I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. This one was a little bit delayed in listing because it has some nice glitter on it, which means I have to put it through the flatbed scanner instead of the duplex, so that sometimes slows down the process. But in case someone using like glitter glue or something of the sort, greetings from Wesley, Iowa, sent in circa 1907. There's a cancellation on the back there. And yeah, nice little ribbon on there, Forget Me Not Flowers. Sold on offer for $13.49. So not too bad there. I listed this in April, so this month rather. So it didn't stick around for too long. All right, got to toss out a nice QSL when we have the chance. I think the main selling point on this one was probably the Firebird car. I'm glad it was listed as such because I am not a car person, so not my wheelhouse. But got the name, sender, all that jazz. Was used on the back. A little bit of message. Let's see. Do I have the date on this one? I didn't write. 1969 was the sending date on this. From Corsica, Pennsylvania. Went for the full asking of $12.99. I got this from SMB 5312 over on Whatnot for 21 cents, roughly per QSL, and it was a $12.73 lot altogether. So this one item paid for the whole lot, which we like to see. All right, this, I'm curious to hear what y'all think on this one. This one sold for the full asking of $19.99 on a single bill. Got it for 60 cents on Whatnot from Postcard and Prosecco in a $23 lot. I listed it as a gender bender question mark because I am honestly not sure. The fashion choice to me strikes more feminine. Facial features strike more masculine. I wasn't sure, so I just kind of listed it somewhat ambiguous and figured I'll let the buyers decide. And I think this went to a repeat buyer of mine who does seem to like the gender bender related or cross dressing related items. So clearly they were convinced enough or agreed enough to make that purchase. So not too bad there. All right, so these last two items are actually my best sale of the week. Two Easter cards. They're both related. Part of a puzzle set. So you would have had to get, I think, in this case, I think it was 4 items to complete the full image, which would have been an Easter bunny in this case. And these puzzle sets can go for good money, especially if you have the whole set. I only had 2 out of the 4 cards. I got them from Postcard and Prosecco over on Whatnot. And the 2 I have are in rough condition, as you can see from this image here. You know, we got corner creasing, basically on all corners. Significant discoloration as well. Postally used, both to the same recipient. I'll show you the second one here in a minute. When I looked up the puzzle series cards, and this was done by Franz Hold, so I looked them up as well, I could not find the Easter Bunny one at all. So I wasn't sure exactly where to price it at. Some of the full sets of other puzzle series go for a couple hundred, and you got everything in between. So I listed originally on auction for $39 a piece. Got some watchers, but didn't get any bids. So when I relisted at buy now, I upped it to $50, just, you know, because I assumed I would be taking offers. And this buyer did come through relatively quickly and offered me $25 a piece, which is way better than what I paid for it. I know that. And again, with the condition issues, the fact that this was a week or 2 after Easter, so chances are I would have been waiting until next Easter for interest again. I decided to move them along. So this first one is just the tip of the ears. You got the saying on there. And this is the second one. Again, took a $25 offer on it. See more of the bunny with the Easter basket, another saying. Slightly better condition on this one, as far as the back anyways, but you can still see some creasing and discoloration. So overall, happy to get that going. I may have been able to sit on it and get more, but you know, the business is a little rough right now, and got to make the money where you can. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope your sales are doing better than me, and let me know what your favorite item was, and never stop exploring. We'll catch you on the next one.